live and back at it about 6 months later from the first go around in Tijuana. And yeah, everything, at least in this part, at least in this section, Zona Rio is yeah, pretty much how I remember it. Pretty much how I remember it. Now, the goal of right now is to walk over, go check out Korean Mart and, well, not Korean Mart, but Asian Mart, and get some soju, because I don't know, man, I think soju will be my go-to drink, because it's nice, smooth, clear liquor. And yeah, it goes down real good too, especially with you know, like Sprite or like a light soda. So definitely gonna get that in there. But yeah, TJ, like I said, on the rougher side of things, but still cool. Still, you know, tranquilo. I mean, somewhat, you know. I guess it's the thing about like motorbikes, motorcycles in general. You know, it could be a bit on the obnoxious side, but still, all in all, I would say for the most part, tranquilo. But yeah, this is Zona Rio going into Avenida Revolucion. You know, the main, pretty much what, like with TJ, it's pretty much that and Hong Kong where people talk about the most. I don't really see people exploring outside of like that small little avenue, because, you know, danger, Tijuana, cartel. To be honest, I mean, I don't want to say too much, because, you know, I'm here. But I mean, the cartel you really should be worried about is La Policia. And in many regards, you know, throughout Mexico, Tijuana especially, they kind of go hand in hand with the actual cartel. So I think if you're a local, you'll that's the main thing you got to worry about to some degree. But yeah, outside of that, I mean, TJ is rough. I'll give it that. TJ is rough. But I don't know. It's just it's rough around the edges, but it's I don't know, a down to earth feel, I would say, for the most part. Unpretentious, down to earth feel. Prices, like I said before, are like twice, if not 3 times less than, you know, prices in hold on, I'm going the wrong way. My bad. But yeah, prices in California, so that's nice. Taco stands are everywhere. Oh yeah, pro tip: tacos in Tijuana are 25 to 30 pesos max. Any place saying higher, you know, is trying to, you know, make a little profit off you, try to do some jippo action. Also, another pro tip: taco stands that have the price set are usually, you know, less to pull that. If you don't see a price on there, it could be anything. So, you know, just pro tip there. But yeah, taco stands everywhere. It's the taco capital of the world, Tijuana. I checked some action, street action, of course, you know, because your boy's broke or on the downstroke for now, for a while. So that was pretty much the action I was checking out. And I gotta remember that, like, November to February, things are a bit slow, and this is like this Christmas month, Christmas in the next few weeks. Action is, at least in that regard, is looking real slow. I want to check out in the upcoming weeks, you know, Hong Kong Tropical Club, Chicago Club, but, you know, I gotta get a few other things in order. But that's definitely definitely, you know, one of the next moves. Sheesh. Sometimes you gotta gun it, but you also gotta kind of gotta feel out the traffic a bit. Traffic rules here, like any parts of, you know, developing, well, any parts really, it's more suggestions than rules, especially in TJ. Aggressivo traffico. Especially like going towards, like, you know, that 5 o'clock rush, that night rush. Yeah, and I'm in an area right now. I'm at the center of it, man. I hear nothing but sirens all day. Nah. Anywho, Zona Rio section of Tijuana. I like this section too because it's less steep, less hillish. You know what I mean? Things are more on down level, on the floor level. So that's cool. But and it's closer to the border. Like Avenida Revolucion, Zona Rio. It's about like a 20 or so minute walk from the border, so it's not that bad of a commute. Yeah, just giving a little, basically pretending like I'm live streaming because, you know, I'm still getting things going, you know what I mean? Because in Mexico, you know, phone data is kind of laggy. Live streams are coming up, just, you know, in the upcoming days. Just give us some time. But for now, just showing around Tijuana, Mexico. And the more residential part, not residential, but the more like tourist friendly. Yeah, residential tourist friendly. Yeah. Zona Rio C. Yeah, definitely gotta upgrade, you know, and all that stuff. But that's coming down the road. But you know, gotta gain momentum. You know, watch time, followers, all that stuff. And, you know, the dough will pile on steadily. But it's all about, you know, all about the numbers, all about, you know, watch time and all that stuff. All about, you know, making stuff engaging. And, you know, I gotta, you know, be more consistent. But I mean, I have been pretty consistent when you think about it, because I've been to these places, but it's, you know, it's a process. You know what I mean? Especially, I have no cosigns, no, you know a guy. It's just D with his POV. But anywho, enough rambling. Let's get on down to this China Mart. So didn't really find what I was looking for. No soju, at least in this mart. Now there is a Korean mart. It's about far ways from here, so I probably won't be digging into any of those stuff until like in the next few days. But for the looks of it, it's a pretty standard like Asian mart, but with a lot more, you know, things geared towards, I guess, the Mexicano palate. Let's look at this. Got a mix of different things. Except for liquor. Cheap too, considering everything. Chino Mexicano. Chino Mexicano. These are imports, looks like it. Some Chinese imports. Sriracha action. But no, oh. Jeez. We got it. Now, how much is gonna be, I'm not sure. We do have the soju on deck. I'll say I knew they should have something with this Asia mark. Well, let's see. See the selection on here. Biscuits. Pretty much the same stuff in Cali, to be honest. I think when it comes to soju, pretty much, obviously outside of Korea, like Thailand takes the cakes, because there's a lot of flavor variations. Because you have like, I noticed like with soju, like the sweet flavors are more of a thing in Asia. Here it's just, you know, pretty much stuff you'll find in Cali. Hopefully cheaper, we'll see though. Then we have this vinegar. Got sake. Let's see about some Chinese. He says Japanese, yeah, sake in Japan. Japón. No, it's Chinese lettering. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, I don't know. That's sake. Yeah, People's Republic of China. Let's see. Chino. I don't know, I'm lyrical. When there's no price tags, they can pretty much name their price. Oh, shit. It shouldn't be that expensive, though. Even if it's importante. Let's see, though. This will probably be like around, I don't know, like one. I don't know, we'll see. It's really like my soju. Oh yeah. I don't know. There's a decent amount of Chinese restaurants here. And I do want to go to Mexicali too. So I think I should just see what some of the China side has to offer. Especially since, you know, after this, after Mexico, after I get my, you know, my ducks in a row, China is definitely the next adventure. Gosh. Yeah, this is this looks like a pretty standard China mart, all things considered. Still got what I wanted though. I don't know. Let's see. The hibiscus joint. Yeah, this is the Cali version, obviously, because soju in Asia, at least, you know, the lettering and all that looks different. It's just the same shit, I know. It looks more like this. Shit. Probably a different brand. Sheesh. Okay, they got passion fruit. They got different little flavors. I might mix it up though. Get something a little different. This is regular. This is just the fuck flavor is this? Shit. Oh yeah, this is Reggie. This is like Reggie soju. It's just straight up liquor. Straight up rice liquor. Okay, yeah, okay, soon Hari, so it's not soju, but it's soju-esque. Pretty much soju. Just not the big brand. I don't know. Let's see. Which one do I want to get? So I usually just get this and just have this, throw a Coke or a Pepsi on there. Might liven it up. Might get this instead. I don't know. Let's spice it up. Variety is the spice of life. Let's spice it up. Hibiscus flower. Grapefruit. Oh no, I don't want to go too overboard either. Shit. You know what? Let's cut it. Next scene, I'm going to make my decision to just give, a rundown. So I just got the goods and never again, man, never again. I got taxed. I do it. I should follow my own advice. But if, rule of thumb, especially places like anywhere like TJ, Thailand, doesn't matter. If you see no price, man, they're going to name it. And this was $8, which is very steep, but I got a unique flavor, so Chinese imported soju with a unique flavor, so which is passion fruit. So maybe I could say just paid a little bit more for the flavor. Next up is go to a quick restaurant, then pretty much give more of a rundown. But yeah, I'll give the Asian marts in San Diego this, like soju is at max like $6, like $5, $6. It's like a little bit like $8. I don't know, I thought they were gonna cut me some slack, but I guess not. But whatever. Anywho, more on the slow side of things, you know what I mean? But hey, we're doing this bit by bit, I was, stuck in the airport for a while. Climbed my way up to, getting some work. And just taking it day by day. But also, gotta keep the momentum going too. Sheesh. I noticed though, liquor is expensive as hell in Mexico, at least in Tijuana. I don't know if it's because the import tax. I don't know what it is, but even compared to Cali, I was looking at some other liquor. I don't know. Well, then again, import tax. Sheesh. So yeah, when it comes to the liquor, yeah, gotta stick to the U.S. Gotta stick to the Asian marts in San Diego. Yeah. Anywho, $3 is not that big of a deal, but still. Sheesh. Yeah, this part of the year, things are just a bit on the slower, to some degree. December 18th, Hong Kong is like hosting this big party. The main strip club in town, the big the Big Kahuna is having a big party on December 18th. So that's gonna be interesting. But it's a costume party. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I mean, TJ is kind of like Soy 6. You know, every day is pretty much the same day in a roundabout way. No. It'll be interesting to go just to check it out, because I never went to Hong Kong on a holiday. But regardless, though, still, you know, on the local side, you know, pretty much, you know, living like a local for now. Oh shit, vintage. Let's zoom in. Oh shit, let me zoom in a little bit further. Brujo Vintage. I need to hit them up. Oh no, this area, Zona Rio does get a bit ritzier, so it can be pricier. You know, it's like the kind of the hipster section of town, but still. Yeah, let me get some eats and then do a little dialogue and then cut this thing short.